Hey guys, welcome back to Black Clover Mobile. In today's video, we're taking a look at the updated Tropical Retreat event and my recommendations behind this and some of the math behind it as well. And this one for me, on farming it, we're going to do a little bit of stuff in this one just to see how it plays out, because the one thing we still don't know is the event missions and how far they stack, because this one here on purchasing items, I feel like we can really abuse, and depending on how high that goes, it might be worth farming a bit extra to go up. But basically with the adjustment, they increased the rewards from everything. They also increased, now if you're doing this, you do these ones, but I missed this in my first video on it. They've got this little button up here that takes you into the evening stages, and once you do it, what you want to do is you want to work through all the basic ones once, all the normal ones in the afternoon once, and then go into evening, do them all once, and then this is the one that you will farm. Ideally, you do it with as many of the rate up event characters as you can. For me, you can use sweep tickets in it, and you can't do ×3 runs. If we go here, when you do this, you can't do the ×3 runs. So I just used a team that got over 153, which was this team, to sweep it, because I couldn't, to use skip tickets, because I couldn't be bothered wasting the time doing it. But if you're trying to do it more efficiently, then just leave it on an auto run. I was just trying to get the info and make the video, so I swept it. But use as many of these as you can, and we'll take a look at the math behind using these characters in a minute. So that is the first thing. And you don't want to be doing this until you're done summoning on the Season 2 banner, and you've got as many of these characters as you can. By the time the next reset happens, most people should have at least a Noel from the gateway, if not maybe another character if you got another one. So that is what we're looking at there. And I recommend for everyone doing this, and spamming this one, but you'll have this this counter on the left-hand side here that'll show you, and you just only spam this one until you get to 900 to unlock the first challenge. But don't just spam it. Don't use an infinite amount of skip tickets, because the thing with this one is, as you're doing it, you will clear extra missions, which will be getting these things, which then give you extra progress points, which means it's going to be cheaper to do it. So after I cleared every stage once on my account, I didn't go calculate this. I thought we'll just do a bit of a rough estimate. Once I cleared every stage once, I calculated how much stamina I thought I was going to need in repeating this stage to unlock challenge mode. I calculated it out to be about 450 stamina, but it was actually less than that. It was around 320 stamina, I think it was, something like that, because of the extra event missions that I got cleared along the way from doing it. That gave me that extra progression. So keep that in mind. So I do think it is worth going through all of basic, all of the normal ones, farming this, getting your missions, and unlocking the challenge mode. The fantastic thing about the challenge mode here is that it is basically free to clear the entire challenge mode, because if we look at this one, they give 36. Now this one costs, you need 900 of the flower thingies, the clovers. The pink clovers. You need 900 to unlock this one, which you get through farming the evening stage 9. Then in this one, you need 900, then 1,000, then 1,100, 1,200, and 1,300. But the beautiful thing about this is it only takes 3 runs on each of them to get the 100 that you need to unlock the next one. And through the event missions, you actually get given that stamina by clearing the stages, essentially. So it's almost free to progress through this entire thing, which is fantastic. So essentially, for doing all that stuff, you get some UR gear, which is kind of useless. You get this, which is nice. You get LR gear, which will open mine, and I think this is worth it in itself, getting some LR gear with a chance for it to be the starred gear. So I definitely think it's worth doing all the basic, all the normals, farming evening 9 to unlock challenge, and doing all the challenge modes once. You also get the Asta. I think that's completely worth it. So what I've done on my account is pretty much that. I've done them all, and I've done all the challenges, and I've completed challenge 5 once. That is all I've done so far. Now you can see my currencies. So I wanted to show you guys where I'm at, and then I wanted to talk about my thoughts around farming the event. So if we go to event missions, you can see here I've gotten the SR copy of this, the SR page. Now people have been asking me about this page. I think it's okay. Maybe for defense scaling units, it could, like, if we look at Black Asta in the future, but you really want his signature one, because like that's what's going to make him work. I don't see adding defense onto defenders is like, I feel like defenders in general don't need a shitload of defense once you got them properly built, because you're surviving anyway with them. That's my view, but I still think it's good to pick this one up with as many of the dupes as we can. Now, as for farming the rest of it, that's what I wanted to go into now. So if we jump over here into the exchange center, and we'll talk about the pass in a minute. I don't think anything up here is worth it personally. I just don't think any of that is worth it in the slightest. That's my opinion. If you want to buy them, go nuts. Then down here, I think the SS shared mage pieces are worth it. And then we'll jump over to my other screen here where I've done a little bit of the math. There we go, found it. So basically what I have here is I've only calculated challenge mode 5 because that's the only one you would farm. If you can't beat it yet, just wait. We got like however many days, like 17 days or something left. But essentially challenge mode 5, stamina cost is 20, pass points you get is 36. That doesn't really matter anymore. The big thing is the balls and the starfish. Then what I've done calculated here, this is if you have 1 seasonal character and 2 of the SR bonus characters, 2 seasonal characters, 1 bonus SR, 3 seasonals. Same with this, this, and this. That is what I've calculated out is because that is your percentage bonus, and that is what you actually get for starfish, and that is what you actually get for the beach balls. So then I've gone and converted, because if we go over here, on the beach balls, you can buy starfish with them. Now, you can only do this 10 times per week, but that is a lot of beach balls that you're going to be using to do that, and it resets in 2 days. So definitely everyone, I recommend going in and buying these starfish straight away for the exchange. I think doing before the 2-day reset, because this is what I would be looking to exchange, because I think the best stuff is in here. So basically we got that, but then we've got a 2-day, and this thing's around for 17 days. So then we will have another chance to do that as well. So I think these things are pretty worth it. And that's why I think over here, when we look at this one, I'm happy to calculate how many starfish you get per run of C5 based on converting the balls into the starfish over here. So basically, if you're running with 1 seasonal character, you're getting 53 per run, 2 seasonal characters, 57.6, and then 3 seasonal characters, 63.3. That's essentially what we're looking at. Now, how many runs to buy the stamina, which is over here. You can see the stamina costs 500. And so what I've done over here is calculated how many runs you need to do of C5 to buy the stamina, which is 9.4, 8.6. I know it's fractional, but if you keep doing it, you guys get the gist. And then the total stamina cost to do that, which with 1 seasonal character, it's 188. 2 seasonal characters, it's 173 stamina. And then 3 seasonal characters, it's 157 stamina to buy a pack that has 100 stamina in it. Okay, so now I'm back, and now that I recorded the rest of this video, but it was way too long and convoluted and testing, and I decided just to make it more concise at the end here to let you guys know my thoughts. So basically, for everyone, I think it's worth going through all the basic, all the normal afternoon once, all the evening once, using that stage 9 to clear it, collect missions to get yourself to 900 of the pink clovers, to go into challenge mode and clear all of challenge mode once. Well, you'll have to clear challenge mode 1 3 times to unlock 2, so on and so forth. Get all the one-time rewards. Essentially, I think that is worth it. Now, something that I just realized in my other recording was I was looking at these gear chests as being those SSR to LR gear chests, but they're actually genuine LR gear chests. So one thing I probably would change, that I bought the stamina. I would still buy the shared mage piece, but instead I would probably look to use my excess resources to get LR gear chests, because I think the trade-off of 100 stamina is probably worth it. Now, you could get LR gear and 100 stamina. I normally don't, but you also do get the extra SSRs and LRs to then go ahead and feed off. So the value on that one is up to you guys. And that's what leads me into the farming of the event. If you think, because if we go back over here, if we look at it, essentially back to this one quickly, you need 250 of the starfish, 500 of the beach balls. And if we look at the best value one, which is this one, meaning you got 3 seasonal characters, we're looking at essentially to get the 500 beach balls, you need to do 10 runs of it, which is 20 per, which is 200 stamina, which is going to be like, 210 stamina. It's going to be more expensive for these ones. But if you think, 200 to 220 stamina-ish range for a piece of LR gear from one of these is worth it, then you can do that. Me personally, I don't think I will because I can get all those extra SSRs and URs. I don't know the exact value on that, but you would only do it up until that. Now, by doing so, if you wanted to farm those extra LR pieces, the LR gear, then you would get an extra few missions, but I don't think it would get you to Asta's skill page. It would only get you to the 150 stamina. And in general, I don't think that's really worth it. I think once again, it's up to you guys. That's the value if you want to. You're looking at about 200 stamina to get those LR gear boxes if you want to do that. Me personally, I'm just happy with where I'm at. I'm done. I did everything once. I got all the one-time rewards, and I'm pretty cool with it. I'm ready to move on. But once again, if you do want to, you can farm it based on that math. However, event missions, farming these missions to max, I don't think is going to be worth it because they're probably going to have exactly enough missions to do it. And I can't confirm this yet, but if you have to do these extra normal stages, like another 50 just to get this reward, the problem with normal stages, when we look at the best one, which is evening level 9, you get 6 starfish, 20 balls, whereas this one, you get 12 starfish, 20 balls. You're losing you're only getting 50% of the starfish, which I don't think the value's there. So I don't think trying to farm all these missions up is worth it personally. And then I definitely not even trying to get Asta's skill page. I don't think it's that crazy of a skill page. And that brings us into the event pass, which is over here. And you can see how much I've done already. And I'm nowhere near it. So I don't think purchasing this pass is anywhere near it because of the amount of farming you would have to do and stamina you would have to burn in this event. I don't think it's worth it. So that's my recap. Do get all the one-time rewards once. I think that is perfectly worth it for everyone. I think it's pretty good value myself, and I will definitely be doing it on my account, on my other account. The difference is that from what I did on this one is instead of buying the extra stamina boxes, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy the LR gear chests. You know, at the basic rate of change, that you're looking at 100 stamina. Or these are a tiny bit more expensive. I feel like I'm happy to do that. Honestly, it's whatever you want to do. But getting the shared mage piece is definitely good. And like I said, just do the one-time clears, buy the things you want from the shop straight up, and then I'm pretty much good to bounce. But if you want to spend about 200 stamina per LR gear, you do have 5 of those for exchange. Besides that, I don't think it's probably worth it farming the event to spend anywhere from 157 to 188 stamina to get the stamina box. I don't think that's quite a great value prop, considering you're probably not going to get too far in the missions either with doing that. So that is my view. Let me know if you guys have a different view, and if something crazy changes, I'll leave it in the pinned comment, and if I have to, I will make another video. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.